Is it Tuesday? Is it time for Tuesday tips? I can't believe it. Here we are again. As my daughter would say, my little 2.5, she'd go, I don't know. How do we? I don't know. We're here for Tuesday tips. If you're joining me, welcome. Go ahead and type into the chat your name and where you're tuning in from. We're going to talk about 2 ways to help your strong friend, even if you are your strong friend. And if you're not sure if you're the strong friend or not, I have a question that might be very helpful for you to figure that out. And if you find this valuable and interesting, it may be useful to tag someone who is a strong friend because I'm still reeling a bit from the deaths last week of Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain. And I didn't want to do this video today because it's still really getting me. But I posted a Facebook Live last week on this topic, and there was an overwhelming response. And so my team asked me to talk about it from a different perspective. And you all have probably seen all kinds of memes and videos and posts saying, like, at this time, call your strong friend. And that sometimes it's the strongest people that need the most support. And so I want to help you discover today, first of all, are you the strong friend? The strong friend is not going to be like, I'm the strong friend. They're going to be like, I'm so strong, I don't need your help. Anybody? And I want to find out whether you are or it's a friend of yours that you have a friend who's a strong friend, what are the 2 ways that you can help your strong friend the most right now, even if it turns out that strong friend is you? So let's go ahead and dive in. First of all, to discover if you are the strong friend, you want to ask yourself this question to find out. The question is, drumroll please, what is my value as a person if I'm not the doer, the getter-doner, the one everyone can go to? So I'll repeat the question, and feel free to type your answer into the chat if you have one. The question is, what is my value as a person if I'm not the doer, the getter-doner, the one everyone can go to? Now, if your answer to that question is a blank, or I don't know, or like a feeling of panic, or going, I don't know that I have any other value, then you might in fact be the strong friend. You might also be the strong friend if you're like, well, I can't tell you if you're struggling and you're a strong friend. You might go, well, I can't tell you that I'm struggling or that I don't feel strong because my strength is the only thing holding me together right now. Like if I say out loud that I'm struggling, then everything's going to fall apart. Does anyone relate to that? Go ahead and let me know in the chat if you do. So I think we might have a few strong friends on right now. Welcome, strong friends. You're in the right place. We'll be strong friends together. So if you suspect that you are the strong friend, then consider this. If you believe that the source or value, let me say it different. If you believe that the source of your value as a person is your ability to be strong and to do, then it follows that you have a sort of companion belief that if you're struggling, tired, weak, or depleted, you have no value. So let's think about that. If you believe that the source of your value as a person is your ability to do, and be strong, then you actually have a companion belief that if you're struggling, if things are difficult, if you're tired, if you're feeling weak, if you're feeling depleted, you have no value. So if you think that being human for a minute, struggling, feeling depleted, we all have those human moments, if that means that you as a person have no value, then you absolutely are not going to ask for help because it's not worth it. You're not worth it. But then the struggle gets worse. So if you're the strong friend, or if you suspect, based on what you're hearing, that a close friend of yours is the strong friend, then here are the 2 things that strong friend needs. The first thing is to be able to begin to explore what her value is as a person, or what his value is, as a person being instead of a person doing. to understand, to start thinking through, wow, if I didn't have all these accomplishments and this strength and people didn't think I was strong, what value would I have? And a good way to sort of get to this answer for yourself is to think of the question, answer this question. If I never had to work again, let's say I have all the money in the world. We'll just imagine for a moment. It's a fun game. If I never had to work again, if no one ever needed me to help them, then what would I like most about myself? No one needs me to help them. I don't have to work for money. Everybody's all set, taken care of. Now it's just me. Everyone's good. I'm here. What do I like about myself? What are the ways in which I value myself? The second thing that a strong friend needs is, woo, this one's hitting me. Because I'm sometimes, I don't know if among my friends, I don't know if my friends consider me the strong friend, but you might consider me the strong friend, I don't know. But what every strong friend needs is a moment to put it all down and not have to be in charge, not have to be the leader, not have to be the one everyone looks to be able to say, I'm exhausted, I'm depleted, I'm tired, I can't carry what I'm carrying anymore, I have to put it down, and to be able to say that out loud to someone who is strong enough to hold her or strong enough to hold him and hold what that person is saying, and to do that on a consistent basis. A strong friend, it's really key that the strong friend is able to put that burden down with someone who's strong enough to hold it. So that might be a professional, it might be another coach, it might be a great friend, but someone who, I'm gonna talk about exactly how to do this in just a minute. Because I believe that a strong friend's life will transform when he or she can put their burdens down and be held by someone else who's even stronger on a regular basis. Strong friend syndrome, the syndrome of I must be stronger, I have no value, therefore I can't ask for help, therefore I'm going to struggle in silence and look like I have all of my you-know-what together when I really don't. So strong friend syndrome is a little different than having depression. Of course, with Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, they were struggling with some depression, anxiety, some mental challenges, addiction challenges. But that is a little different than strong friend syndrome. So someone who is depressed has a condition where they're not seeing themselves or their life through an accurate lens. Their view is distorted. They might even have a difficult time seeing that they're struggling, or that they aren't seeing things accurately, or really being able to acknowledge like the depth of challenge. And they may be so overwhelmed by how bad they feel that they don't know what to do or how to help themselves. Now, having depression on top of being a strong friend is like pouring gasoline on a fire and it just goes, right? So if you are the strong friend who also has depression, then I encourage you, just going to flat out say in a non-coachy way, if you haven't already, you need to make an appointment today with a therapist, a counselor, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, immediately, because that's going to help life feel better for you. Now, if you have a friend, a strong friend who also has depression but is not getting it treated, and you sort of suspect or know, then he or she needs a phone call. And on that phone call, here's what I recommend. You might say these in your own words, but I have a friend who will often call and say, hi, beautiful friend. It makes me feel so good. I'm like, oh, I'm her friend and she thinks I'm beautiful. Hi, beautiful friend. And just, checking in, chit chat. And then just saying, I know you have a lot going on. I know you're holding a lot for a lot of people. Who's holding you today? And then just let him or let her talk. Without trying to fix anything, without trying to change anything about what she's thinking or feeling, just simply listen and witness. You could even set a timer for yourself for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, especially if you hate talking on the phone. You're like, okay, I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to witness. I'm not going to try and change anything. And as your strong friend is just kind of unloading and letting, like, getting a moment to put things down, if you hear hopelessness or flatness or darkness in their voice or their words, don't hesitate to encourage your friend, your strong friend with depression, or what might sound like depression, to call a therapist or a counselor or someone for support. And I think what helps your strong friend, if with depression, hear that message is giving them first the open space to be and just to listen to whatever it is going on in their life. You give them the opportunity to let down their guard a little bit, to let down the need to have to be strong in that moment or have to appear like things are okay. And when your friend can let down their guard just that little bit, that sort of opens the space for you to say, you know, it could be time for a change, and that life doesn't have to be so hard for you. There could be a different experience here for you. And then your friend can really hear it. So I'm curious, before we complete, what's resonating with you most from this message today? And if you are the strong friend, then you're already listening. But if you have a strong friend who could benefit from these messages today, go ahead and tag them in the comments. And I want to say thank you, as always, for joining me on Tuesday for the Tuesday Tips. I'm actually going to be traveling next week. I will miss you, but always I will be back for more Tuesday Tips. Thank you, everybody. Bye.